This is the Best Choice Products Ergonomic Split King Size Adjustable Bed Frame, and my first reaction was, wow, this thing is solid. From my experience, setup was surprisingly simple once the boxes were inside. It arrives in two big cartons that can show up on different days. Each half unfolds like a book. I screwed in the 6 legs by hand, flipped it with a buddy, plugged it in, paired the remotes, and that was basically it. No tools needed on my unit. The only real hurdle is the weight. At 206 pounds total for the Split King, you're not moving this alone. The upside is that heft translates into a bed that feels planted and steady, with zero creaks or wiggle when the motors lift. Let me explain what Split King means for anyone new to adjustable bases. A Split King is essentially 2 twin XL platforms placed side by side to create 1 king width. Each side moves independently, so you and your partner can pick different angles. I run 2 twin XL mattresses to take full advantage of that independence. If you prefer both sides to move the same way, you can set the same position on both remotes and save it to memory. It's not complicated once you've used it a few times. Key features on my model include independent head and foot tilt, a zero gravity preset, an anti-snore preset, a TV lounge position, a simple vibration massage with wave, pulse, and constant modes, underbed LEDs, a bedside USB port, and a pocket for the remote. The head and foot tilt is the star here. The motors are quiet and smooth. Adjusting late at night doesn't wake anyone in my house, and that's a big deal. Zero gravity, in case you're wondering, is a position where your head and legs lift enough to take pressure off your lower back and help circulation. It's a preset I use a lot after working at a desk all day. The anti-snore preset lifts the head just a bit to open airways. In my opinion, that preset helps when I'm congested. Massage is the feature that looks great on paper but felt underbaked in real life. It's a vibration motor, not a massage like rollers or kneading. It has multiple modes, which sounds fancy, but it's more of a soft buzz than a true massage. The bigger limitation is that the vibration only works when the bed is flat. If you need your head elevated for reflux, snoring, or back comfort, you lose the massage. I ended up using it less than I expected. The remotes are straightforward, and the button layout makes sense. I like the flashlight built into the top edge. It's one of those little things that comes in handy when you drop something on the floor. The backlight on the remote screen, though, turns off too fast. I wish it stayed on just a few seconds longer, so I'm not clicking buttons twice in the dark. There's a fabric pocket for the remotes, but on the Split King, it sits toward the middle. Once both mattresses are in, that pocket isn't as reachable as you'd hope. I moved the pocket to the outside rail, and it was fine. Comfort-wise, the bed base has been a win. The frame feels rock solid under a hybrid and a memory foam mattress that I tested. The retainer bar at the foot holds things in place when the foot lifts. If you like to sit on the very end of your bed to tie your shoes, that bar can bump your calves, but you get used to it fast. The underbed light is more useful than I expected. It tosses a soft glow on the floor so I'm not blasting a lamp at 2 a.m. The USB port keeps my phone topped off without extra cables snaking around the nightstand. I do keep drinks away from that area, just to avoid liquid near a port. Now for the part I wish I had known sooner. The legs. The included legs are a fixed height, and they're tall. The base itself sits about 14.25 inches off the floor. If your mattress is 12 to 14 inches thick, your sleeping surface can end up around 26 to 28 inches high. I'm not short, and even I felt the climb. I swapped in shorter, third-party legs to bring it down a few inches. It wasn't expensive, but it was extra hassle I didn't expect. If you have pets, mobility concerns, or a very thick mattress, plan for that change. Weight capacity is listed at 750 pounds. I've had 2 adults plus bedding with no drama, no noises, no shifting, just steady support. The motors stay quiet under load too. That calm operation is one of the biggest reasons I stuck with this base. It does the daily stuff so smoothly that I forget it's moving a lot of steel. Because this is a powered frame, long-term reliability matters. I've been sleeping on mine for months without issues, but I paid attention to what other owners reported. There are some concerning stories about early failures with electronic parts and slow responses from support. That doesn't mean every unit fails, but it does shape expectations. I save the receipt, keep the packaging for a while, and I plug the base into a surge protector just in case. I also tested every feature in the first week to make sure anything defective would show up while returns or warranty timelines were still easy. In my opinion, this is the trade-off you consider with value-focused adjustable bases. You get a lot of features for the price, and you take a bit more risk on longevity and customer service compared to pricier brands with longer warranties. To help newcomers, here are a few terms and how they play out day to day on this base. Split king means two separate moving halves, great for couples with different sleep angles. Zero gravity is a preset that lifts your head and legs to ease pressure, which can help with back comfort and swelling in your feet. Anti-snore is a small head lift aimed at opening airways. The massage is vibration only, more like a phone on a desk than spa therapy. Underbed LEDs are a low, gentle light for nighttime. The USB is a built-in charging port near your side of the bed. From my experience, the best parts are the quiet motors, stability, easy assembly, and the practical touches like the LEDs and USB port. The frustrating parts are the tall fixed legs, the underwhelming vibration, and the remote backlight timing. The weight is both friend and foe. It's what makes the bed solid, but it makes setup and room rearranging a two-person job. It's perfect for someone who wants a feature-packed adjustable base without paying premium brand pricing and doesn't mind a little DIY to fine-tune the setup. If you're comfortable lifting with help, swapping legs to dial in height, and you want independent control for each side of a king, this checks a lot of boxes. I'd recommend this for couples with different sleep needs, anyone who reads or watches TV in bed, and folks who want zero gravity to offload pressure after long days standing or sitting. If you're the type who values a long, ironclad warranty and instant, white glove support, this might not be your match. The risk is small if you get a good unit, but when electronics fail, they fail hard. I wish the company offered more adjustable leg options out of the box and allowed the vibration to run at raised angles. Those are the two changes that would make daily life smoother. In conclusion, the Best Choice Products Ergonomic Split King-Size Adjustable Bed Frame delivers a lot of comfort for the money. The core experience, head and foot lift, quiet motors, stable frame, and smart extras has been excellent in my home. The missteps are real but fixable, especially the height. As long as you go in aware of the trade-offs and test everything early, it's a strong value that can transform how you rest, read, and recover. If you want me to compare this with a non-split king or show how I set the custom memory positions I use most, drop your questions below. If you've had this base longer than I have, tell me how it's holding up and whether you changed the legs too. Subscribe to the channel for more practical, real-use reviews, and leave a comment with what you want to see next. Thank you for watching.